Yeah, one thing I would say for sure is just getting the reps up. I mean, at first it's gonna be like me and JP have done before. It's gonna be like take some time getting used to, but just like anything, the more that you do it, the more that you'll get in.
Yeah, it's a complete game changer. Like the way that players can rotate in this game, like they can get to things pretty. Someone could be standing next to you and being able to have that no dip like.
Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Asar Thompson is out there with Holland. Then it's Duncan Robinson. Then it's Johnson. And it's Cunningham into the one spot. For Cleveland, Mobley is out there with Nance. Then it's Harden. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the three. So Cleveland will get the first possession. You know, Greg, when you look at the Eastern Conference, is it fair to say that both the teams we've got in this one are two of the top contenders?
Oh, no doubt. This could be an Eastern Conference Finals preview. In fact, I expect one of these squads to represent the East in the finals.
And Thompson gets it to go.
The speed makes Thompson such a threat with the ball in his hands.
Mitchell is doubled. To the middle. Here's Mobley. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Johnson. Thompson, high post. The kick out to Cunningham. And it's off from three-point range. And here are the Cavaliers. Here's Mitchell. Missed inside. Inside. And the shot goes in.
Got to do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Here's Tyson. 9-point game his last outing. Fires the three. The shot missing.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
And good that time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Mobley. And the layup's good off the glass.
Getting this one to fall hopefully gets things rolling. Their first make out of 5 shots.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey there, I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
At the line for
That
Cleveland.
speed that Mitchell comes at you with is jarring. Defenders can't help but foul.
And, Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
The three from Harden. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Harden up top, guarded by Robinson. Here's Mitchell. It's good. This game is all even.
Mitchell. This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Johnson finds Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Harden the pass to Mobley. Now, here's Mitchell. Makes it off the glass. And it's 6 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Cunningham dishes it to Johnson. Pistons passing it around. Thompson passes to Johnson. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That one on Nance.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, this summer, the entire Cavaliers executive front office staff received multi-year contract extensions. Over the last 3 years, Cleveland has had the third best record in the association. Guys, and there's a sense that a culture is being created that is permeating every level of this organization.
You'll love to hear it. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update.
Shoot two.
No good on the free throw. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Here's Thompson. The kick out to Cunningham. Holland, the pass to Johnson. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball call.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Harden against Cunningham. Johnson with the block. Pass to Thompson. Back to Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
There it is, guys. One of those efforts. Plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
The shot no good. Tyson.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Holland. Thompson dishes to Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Now we know the rumor mill is always active at this point of the season, Richard. For players, what's it like being mentioned in trade talks?
It can be a blow to your confidence, and it can also make you lose a little trust in your organization. You just have to remind yourself it's not personal, just business.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. They get a hand on it and taken away by Johnson. With wow!
That is powerful. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Their last Counter was in Detroit where they were able to handle the Pistons.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Misses off the right iron.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Johnson. To the inside. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. That's 10 points for Johnson.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Mitchell passes to Harden. Thompson against Mobley. Pass to Harden. Pocket 6. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. That one off the back iron and out. Detroit leading by 13. Johnson kicks to Thompson. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Thompson's got 8 points.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Here now, the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys.
At the line for Cleveland,
the Pistons, number 1.
James Harden.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Detroit making a switch. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Thompson. Harris comes in for Holland. LeVert's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Jenkins in for Cunningham. And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Taking a look at Detroit. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, Cleveland, 3 spots below.
And I think for the Pistons, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
Well, they had a plan coming into this year, and they stuck with it, and it's worked out to perfection.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Wade passes to Harden. Out to Wade. Shoots. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, Harden has always been a top facilitator, but in recent years, he's adopted even more of a pass-first mindset.
Pass to Johnson. Now here's Jenkins. Guarded by Harden. And there's Jenkins. That's good. On the assist by Johnson. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Cleveland. It's a 16-point game. To the paint, here's Mobley. Johnson with the rebound.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy.
Oh, look out! Look out!
Now that's how you finish.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Pass to Merritt. That 3 off the mark. Detroit leading by 18. Now here's LeVert. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 7th assist in the game. With it. And he really played well against Denver. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That is his first foul of the game. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for James Harden.
Dennis Schroeder.
Wade outside. Pass to Merrill. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Johnson kicks to LeVert. Back to Johnson. Stolen by Wade.
2 minutes.
Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Jenkins. And that one's good. Schroeder.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat. And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. His last 10 games have been exceptional. First in rebounding, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Wade outside to the right side. Lobbed up there for Wade, and then Wade slams it in.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Harris dishes to Johnson. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Camp, sponsored by AT&T.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Johnson attacking.
Cleveland foul.
For Detroit, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And the first one at the line is good.
Johnson.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Schroeder passes to Wade. Schroeder, left side. Throw on the wing. Wade finds Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. Johnson with the block. Oh, and here comes Johnson all along.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Schroeder outside. Pass to Wade. Great defense that time from Duran.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Down low. It's stolen by Wade. Schroeder looking over the floor. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And Stephen Clark, Pistons pretty much in control here.
Johnson.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense.
I think AC's got player of the half in every game we've played together, dude. He's a baller. I love it.
It's the team. The team makes me look good. The team puts me in a position to look
if
good.
AC and I played 100 games, like with a team, he's winning player of the game 99 of them.
I love it. I'm here. Oh, really?
Oh, what a shot. All right, we got a close game here.
Yeah, they're kind of They're staying close, but we keep answering. Every time they get close,
right.
we answer.
Gotta make it entertaining.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, good pass.
Oh,
Yeah, corner
pocket.
pocket.
I was too excited.
Oh, good board.
Going left corner? Yep.
Great find, AC. Nice shot, Chris. Come on.
Let's go. Actually, I'm just going to oop that.
Oh,
that's it right there.
Come on, then.
That's it.
It worked.
A 30-point victory on 2K TV. Come on. You love to see it. Good stuff,
Easy
guys.
money. Easy money. That
Look at the lines across the board, man.
That was a great game.
Team.
Everybody playing a role.
Yep.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. Larry Nance is out there with Dean Wade. And it's Schroeder in at the point. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Heat had a huge game. He dropped in 16 points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple double. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys,
great report there, Alex. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Tyson's checked in. Schroeder passes to Mitchell. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. And now a glimpse of who's out ahead in the All-Star voting.
I'm sure the fans and the players are eager for an update.
And you look at Mobley. With how things stand now, it'd take a big change in the voting to get him into the top 10 in the East.
Yeah, much less the starting five, but he shouldn't let that distract him from the honor of making it onto this list at all.
And what a night it'll be. We'll keep you updated on the latest results during voting. Now here's Johnson. Here's Holland. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 3. This one for 3. They grab their own miss. LeVert passes to Johnson. Back to LeVert. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Mitchell against LeVert. A nice shot by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 8 points.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
LeVert finds Johnson. LeVert goes against Mitchell. And LeVert with a bucket on the assist by Johnson.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Stand whether he's coming off the bench or starting. Karis LeVert has become a guy teams rely on.
Yeah, Brian, coaches love that about him. He can produce for you whenever you need him to. That readiness is a valuable trait in this league.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Strus against Thompson. Strus the pass to Schroeder. Cleveland working the ball around now. Nance can't get it to go. Detroit leading by 21. To the middle. Well, with his foundation defensively, coach, everything else is a bonus for Asar Thompson.
Yeah, and actually, B.A., he's becoming more proficient on the offensive end. The evolution of Asar's game, that'll be a big part of this team's success going forward. Well, in terms of pure talent, Asar Thompson has loads of it. I don't know if he has a ceiling.
Ellis is checked in for Strus. Robinson, he's checked in for the Pistons. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Johnson finds Cunningham. And the shot goes down. He has 6.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Ellis. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Nance, plenty of space. Rebounded by Johnson.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now here's Cunningham. Shoots over Schroeder, and again it's Detroit converting.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Here's Mitchell. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Back to Johnson. Cunningham passes to Johnson. Clock at 6. Pulls it from the top of the key. The Pistons rebound with the clock winding down.
Added. The stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
James Harden, he's checked in for Schroeder.
James Harden.
Robinson against Mitchell. Nance for 3. Drains the triple. Nance has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Johnson finds Cunningham with the drive. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
Johnson. Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now. And that's the risk you run when you leave them in with 2 fouls.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Greg?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Schroeder passes to Mobley. Back to Schroeder. Merrill outside. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Detroit has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Pass to Johnson. Stolen by Mobley. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Strus the pass to Schroeder. Now Mobley. Here's Wade. He's got 6. And Mobley gets it to go.
Inside Mobley is set up for success. His size and reach means the rim is right there for him.
Here's Jenkins. Here's Duren. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Duren's got 7 now in this quarter.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you...
And so it's Detroit, already up 26 points as this... And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, the Pistons shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. Setting the floor for Detroit. They've got Duncan Robinson, Holland out there with Thompson. Then there's Johnson, and it's Cunningham in at the point. Pass to Mobley. The 3 connects from downtown. Mobley's got 11 points.
And when he's effective from three-point range, look out. Mobley knows how much that does for his game.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. The top pick in his draft, Cade Cunningham, was brought in to turn the Pistons around, Coach.
Well, absolutely, B.A. But people got frustrated that it didn't happen right away. But after some good personal years, but not so good for the team, B.A. Cade led the Pistons to the playoffs last year.
And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Pass to Harden. Second shot opportunity. Outside for Mitchell. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Cunningham passes to Johnson. Back to Cunningham. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, you know that one's going to make the highlight reel. Cunningham providing the entertainment.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Harden against Cunningham. Outside for Mitchell. Back to Harden. Pass to Mobley. To the wing, right side. 3 on the clock. They get it back. There's another block.
Swatting shots away with ferocity.
He is not messing around in this one. Johnson with a bucket.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
To the inside, Nance. And Nance with the slam.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Count it. Cunningham's got 6 points in the quarter.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
To the left wing, inside. And there's Mitchell on the assist by Nance.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Johnson finds Cunningham. Johnson inside. He's guarded by Nance. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Wow. Pretty much an unbelievable slam there, B.A.
And you got that right. Mitchell double team. Here's Mobley. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Well, Evan Mobley is a real big man's big man. Sure, he does a little work on the arc, but his best moments happen on the glass and in the paint.
Here's Tyson, defended by Thompson. Pass to Tyson. Nance right side. The rebound by Detroit. Johnson's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Kicks it out to Cunningham. It's stolen by Nance. Stolen by Thompson. Johnson against Nance. Robinson passes to Johnson. Detroit moving the ball around.
Hey, yo, right here.
Thompson outside. Shot clock at 5. And the shot's good. Thompson's got 11 points.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Cleveland calls timeout.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup block. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Ellis is checked in for the Cavaliers. Nance outside. Pass to Mitchell. Drills it from deep. He's got 16.
Yeah, this is why defenses must be right up on Mitchell or he'll burn you off the pass.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. It's stolen by Johnson. Cunningham passes to Johnson. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here's Tyson. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Cleveland has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Brian?
Establishing the mindset. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Robinson on the wing. Knocked loose. Now Ellis. Pass to Nance. 4-3. He drops it from range. Nance has got 11 points.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up the second half, it's a great time to do it.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And Cleveland making a change here. Strus has checked in. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle. Stats for the Pistons.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
Yeah, all throughout the game, the opposition hasn't been able to keep them off the glass, and they're paying for it, giving up second chance points.
Cunningham against Mitchell. And it's Cunningham missing. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Strus the pass to Mitchell. Here's Tyson, down low. Ellis, outside for Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Thompson. Rebounded by Johnson.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Fader on the way. Oh, misses the dunk. Cleveland has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Strus the pass to Ellis. Here's the 3. Rebound Detroit. Johnson's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Pass to Cunningham. That one goes. Count it. Cunningham's got 25 points in the game.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Here's Tyson, defended by Thompson. Tyson with the bucket.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And Cunningham applies good pressure to the interior defense. With his 6'6" height, Cade is a bigger guard type.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. Schroeder comes in for Ellis. Detroit also making some changes. Harris comes in for Thompson. And Karis LeVert is subbed in for Robinson. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize a team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page. And just an incredible effort on the offensive glass.
Wow, follows it up with the putback to finish the play. Nance, the pass to Strus. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. All right, let's see what Detroit has coming up. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. And then on Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And looking at the Clippers matchup, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Merrill, he's checked in for Mitchell. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Stewart's checked in. And he can't hit the second. Johnson against Strus. Here's LeVert. Here's Johnson. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
Strus the pass to Nance. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And he's able to get it back. Good. Nance has got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
14-5.
And now let's turn the spotlight on the NBA's highest scoring teams. The Pistons, number 1.
We knew the scoring talent on this team would be tremendous, but they may have even exceeded our own expectations.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Cleveland has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Pass to Wade. Now here's Schroeder. He's checked by LeVert. And Nance with the slam.
And we know Schroeder can score the ball, but they're showcasing his passing ability.
Here's Jenkins. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And lately, this guy is finding points. I mean, just a beautiful second chance bucket right there.
Well, he's been doing a great job of making something out of nothing, especially on the offensive glass.
Jenkins.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Cleveland has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Nance. And rejected.
Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job of it.
To the paint. And up the court come the Pistons on the break.
Oh, the rebounding. Part of his triple-double. He's been nothing short of spectacular.
When you're a 6'8 pivot like Isaiah Stewart, you'd better have the strength to battle longer players.
Yeah, B.A., his game is all about power. Once he establishes position, it's hard to root him out of there. And, man, he sets some teeth-rattling picks.
LeVert passes to Johnson. Three-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers shooting an efficient 55% of the third quarter. And there's the rejection. And that'll be Cleveland's ball.
Substitution on the court.
Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. Then it's James Harden. Then there's Mobley. And it's Tyson in at the power forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Harden, the pass to Mobley. And here's Strus. Rebounded by Johnson. Down low. Here's Holland. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. Here's Robinson, and he gets it to go.
Proving he's more than just a perimeter threat. Nice job by Robinson inside there.
Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
To the middle. Here's Cunningham, and again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he lobs it up. Lays it in off the pretty lob.
Another bucket for Mobley. I mean, in a groove here tonight. We should just keep feeding him.
Cunningham outside. Outside Johnson. Thompson passes to Johnson. Thompson in the post. Covered by Strus. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pistons. different look for Cleveland. Tomlin's checked in for Evan Mobley. Ellis comes in for Strus. And it's Porter Jr. in for Harden. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing.
Whoa! Oh, sweet move. Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. The Cavs have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Johnson passes to Cunningham. Johnson inside. Holland for 3. Can't hit that one. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. To the inside. No luck on that one. Good D by Cunningham. The Pistons have gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth. Thompson in the post. Robinson finds Johnson. Back to Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Johnson passes to Robinson. Over Mitchell. Offensive rebound. That's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. Left side, Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Double team on Mitchell. Pass to Tyson. Back to Mitchell. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Out of bounds. It'll be Pistons ball. And here's Detroit. They're on a 14-6 run. Back to Cunningham. Detroit moving the ball around. Johnson inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got 46.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Ellis outside for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Johnson, Cavaliers with a rebound.
Honestly, guys, that's a shot you expect your players to make.
Pass to Tyson. Here's Tomlin. And here's Porter. And they pick up 2.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Ellis with a rebound. Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Schroeder, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Detroit also making some changes. Stewart, he's checked in for Thompson. And Green is subbed in for Holland. Here's Mitchell. Again, Cleveland scores.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Cunningham passes to Johnson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
Cunningham.
Cunningham's got 5 assists in the game. Schroeder against Cunningham. Pass to Tomlin. From outside, off the mark.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Yeah, great defensive focus gets Mitchell the steal, and he instinctively starts that fast break.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. He takes it in. Count it. Good. Cunningham's got 33.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Pass to Tyson. Ooh, it's stolen away. And he's got a 5x5. Hits yet again. Wow.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Stewart finds Johnson. A shot from the mid-range. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Ellis. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Wade, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Detroit also making some changes. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Johnson. Harris comes in for Robinson. Jenkins comes in for Cunningham. Big group substitution here for Cleveland. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Wade. Strus comes in for Tyson. Merrill, he's checked in for Ellis. And it's Harden in for Schroeder. And the switch here also for Detroit. Johnson, he's checked in for Duren. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Harden. Oh, and Johnson with a block.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Pistons.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
And with the win, the season series is tied 1-1. You have to love how competitive these games have been with 2 more left to play.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for money.
They couldn't have asked more from him, putting up this sick triple-double.
And here's Detroit. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Jenkins. Grabs the rebound again.
He's eating glass right now.
30 boards in this one. 30. Now here's Ellis. So we see the Pistons taking the W here.
The end of the game.
To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Our annual 2K TV Awards are back and just around the corner. The awards show is on June 19th.
Can't wait. This is where we celebrate you, the community, and your accomplishments in NBA 2K26. There are
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome, everyone. And now the opening lineup for New York. We've got Jeremy Sohan. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Pistons, Thompson out there with Holland. Then there's Cade Cunningham. Then there's Johnson. And it's Robinson in at the 2. Here's Brunson. Well, we've got some games behind us now, Doors. And at this point of the season, what has caught your attention so far?
I mean, for me, BA, it's always about what players have made the league. Which ones have refined their games by the hard work they put in the offseason. And for me, boy, a number of guys have really taken big steps. Now, Jalen Brunson approaches the point guard position as a scorer. Boy, this guy can light you up.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Brunson, and the layup is good.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
Cunningham passes to Johnson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. Detroit shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. No good on the free throw. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship, with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You got to respect that mindset. All right, Chomps, thanks very much. It's good.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a 3-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A bit ago, JP Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. Well, right away, Coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot. That's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like Coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Flushing it home. Cunningham finishing it off.
Asad Thompson with the assist.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Cunningham against Brunson. Pass to Hart. Towns outside. Lets it go from deep. Sinks it from distance.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Cunningham finds Johnson. Got a piece of it. Sohan with the ball. Picked up by Cunningham. Here's Bridges. And here's Brunson from the arc. Rebounded by Johnson.
So disruptive defensively out beyond the arc.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing. The ability to alter shots on the perimeter, that was beautiful.
Now here's Hart. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Over Johnson. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Inside. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Towns outside. Pass to Bridges. With some arc. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Detroit. They trail by 1. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Now a timeout called by New York.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
It's time to fire up some T-shirts, everybody.
Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
Sohan outside. Second chance shot. Offensive board. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line. A chance at a 3-point play.
Boy, Josh Hart just has a knack for knowing where that basketball is coming off the rim. That is why he's such a great rebounder.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw no good for Hart. The Pistons leading. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Thompson with a steal. Here's the break. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Detroit shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw is good from Thompson. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks trail by 4. Outside Robinson. It's Bridges on the wing. Out to the right wing. Here's Sohan. And the 3 off target.
Boy, the defense baits him into taking that shot. Sometimes I say there's a reason you're open.
Releases. Here's Johnson. Detroit moving the ball around. Cunningham passes to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Goes back up, and that one's good. Cunningham's got 5.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
Left side, Robinson. Back to Hart. Out to the right wing. Sohan with the ball. Working on Thompson. Too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. He shot 2 free throws in the game. Made 1 in this one.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
Now here's Sohan. He had 9 points in his last time out. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Robinson can't hit.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Well, the painted area is really where Mitchell Robinson thrives, Doris.
B.A., he might be the best offensive rebounder in the game, and his ability to do that helps teams win on the margins. He's also a menace on the defensive end, a massive presence at the rim.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Johnson. He's guarded by Bridges. Cunningham passes to Johnson. Jacks up a 3. And there's Cunningham on the assist by Johnson. And now it's an 8-point Pistons lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Brunson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Robinson. To the middle. Hangs in the air. The shot by Johnson, no good.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Bridges against Robinson. Shot from 12. Rebounded by Johnson.
He's going to hear from his teammates after that one. Not quite sure what happened.
Robinson finds Thompson. Here's Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in. Johnson's got 8.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Cunningham against Brunson. And the rise of Jalen Brunson has been fun to watch, Doris. No one saw him being this good.
I would count myself amongst those people in the NBA, and it's extraordinary. Jalen Brunson has proven highly effective, all league level effective, without having elite athleticism or size. And what that speaks to is his intelligence on the basketball floor. He has proven without those 2 qualities that you can be effective at the highest levels of the game. You have to admire
the defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And the Knicks making a change here. Alvarado's checked in.
Yeah, and it's still early, but missing free throws is something to keep an eye on.
Hart passes to Robinson. Shoots over Johnson. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. Pass to Johnson. Alvarado with a steal. And here's Hart. Here's Shamet. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
Second free throw, no good.
For the Knicks, Shamet.
And he nails the 3rd. The Pistons lead by 4. Pass to Duran. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Jenkins. And down it goes. 2 points.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
New York has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Alvarado, the pass to Robinson. Pass to McBride. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Detroit. Here's LeVert. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That 6'7" Karis LeVert knows how to use that size, especially inside. He knows how to handle himself in there.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Alvarado. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Hart. Let's go with a 3. Kept alive. Robinson. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Here's Jenkins. Alvarado defending. Knocked away. And stolen by Alvarado. Fast break. Here comes New York. And he's going for the oop here. Duran with a steal. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Here's Harris. Tries again. Duran, the pass to Johnson. It's stolen by Hart. Here's McBride. Nice shot from the wing. Now just a 4-point Pistons lead.
Boy, Josh Hart so willing to make the extra pass. This guy finds the best shot.
Pass to Jenkins. Now Johnson. He's covered by Hart. Now here's Johnson. Clock at 6. Here's Duran. Here's Jenkins. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play. Oh, and Johnson with a block.
Boy, his struggles this quarter is not helping them right now. They may need to start going to somebody else on the offensive end. Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Alvarado, the pass to Robinson. Now here's Alvarado. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. From deep three-point range. And so it's Detroit, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back after this word. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Tobias Harris out there with Johnson. Then it's Karis LeVert. Then there's Cade Cunningham. And it's Holland in at small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal. He dropped 50 points, and the story of the night, he put together the rare quadruple-double, and he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Stewart, he's checked in for Harris. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Towns outside. Out left to the wing. 5 to shoot. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks. New York will retain possession. And New York has possession. It's a 13-point game. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Johnson. Detroit moving the ball around. To the inside. LeVert right side. Here's Holland. He's covered by Clarkson. Holland can't hit. Knicks trail by 11. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
A big-time move by Jordan Clarkson. The defense forced to adjust. That's an incredible drive.
And it's Cunningham missing. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. And it's Clarkson missing. Detroit leading by 9. To the paint. Here's Johnson. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. Down low. Here's Sohan. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
So good at keeping his balance through contact. Sohan showing some poise right there.
Cunningham passes to Johnson. Inside. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's the 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Holland. Still no points. Cunningham outside to the paint. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I mean, he's coming off a terrific performance in the last game, and he's still feeling it tonight.
Oh, he sure is. I mean, these past 2 games, his energy level has been sensational. Whether it's a putback like that or other hustle plays, he's been everywhere.
Now here's Clarkson. 11 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
Ooh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Here's Johnson, and it's rejected.
That activity on the defensive end paying off for Bridges right there.
And some changes here for Detroit. Thompson comes in for Johnson, and Green is subbed in for LeVert. Detroit calls timeout. Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
B.A., I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive plays in his defensive career. And offensively, he's proven more than just a three-point shooter. That fadeaway jump shot game is real.
Midway through the year, we've got a moment to check out the Eastern Conference standings. You look at the Pistons, they're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. And of course, there are the Knicks, 5 games back.
Well, I think for the Pistons, not exactly a team that was considered elite coming into this year. But wow, they have taken this league by storm.
They weren't on anyone's radar, let's be honest, before the season began. But they put themselves square in the conversation now.
Brunson, ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
You know, this is what Brunson does so well, right? He keeps defenders off balance and draws that contact.
Brunson, Jalen Brunson, 2 shots.
Completely new group for the Pistons. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. Alvarado outside. Pass to Hart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Alvarado. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's. Here's Jenkins. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Jenkins has gotten his second bucket on the night. New York with the ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. That one falls.
So confident in the painted area. Josh Hart understands how to score inside.
Detroit has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Back to Johnson. Here's Jenkins. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
They've done a lot of good things today. The one area they need to improve is their ball security.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Duran against Hart. Robinson in the post. Oh, and Johnson with a block.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Elbow shots. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Pistons. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Checking out the group for Mike Brown to start the second half. We've got Mikal Bridges, Jeremy Sohan out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Brunson in at the 1. Now here's Hart. Brunson finds Bridges. Here's Sohan. Gets the 3 to fall. Sohan's got 9 points.
Off the catch, Sohan is pretty reliable. He's a smart shooter, and he won't pass up those high percentage opportunities.
The rebound by Bridges. New York trailing. And you look at Brunson. Listed at 6'2". You wouldn't think he'd be such a handful inside.
Handful might be an understatement, B.A. He is a nightmare at the free throw line and down. Why? Because he has moves and then counter moves. His footwork is exceptional, and I don't care what kind of defense you play, the guy will be able to get off a shot, and most often it's going to go in.
Oh, the range of Cunningham.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Brunson against Cunningham. And it's Brunson missing.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And they recover it. Johnson passes to Thompson. Another shot. Back to Johnson. Cunningham outside. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Takes the 3. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Well, you know, VA, the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras can start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
Now here's Brunson. 27 points for him over Cunningham. No good. A bit long that time. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back to you guys.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Cunningham passes to Johnson. And here comes the break. The fader. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Pistons lead by 5. Thompson outside. Pass to Johnson. Towns against Cunningham. Over Towns. They get the rebound. Here's Johnson. Nails the baby hook. Johnson's got 15.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Robinson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Man, good whistle there.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Hard against Robinson from the low block. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that.
Now here's Brunson. He has 29 now. Oh, and Johnson with a block.
Now, how about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
Cunningham passes to Johnson. Cunningham on the wing. Covered by Towns. And stolen by Brunson. Fast break, New York. Pass to Towns. Easy work inside for Towns.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns will mix his spots as a scorer, that time doing work inside.
Here's Johnson. And stolen by Bridges. And stolen by Cunningham. Johnson passes to Robinson. Back to Johnson. And here's Cunningham. He's guarded by Bridges. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Shoots from the line, and that one's good. Cunningham's got 10 points in the quarter.
A sharp shooter from the mid-range. Cunningham doesn't need much room to feel comfortable firing away.
Pass to Towns. Basket's good.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Johnson. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
This is exactly what you need from Karl Anthony Towns on the defensive end.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Stewart, he's checked in for Thompson. And Green is subbed in for Robinson. And a switch here also for New York. Clarkson's checked in.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Here's Holland. And he rebounds again. This kind of effort is amazing.
Simply put, he will not be denied. Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Bridges outside. Pass to Brunson. Clarkson outside. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Driving to the basket. Count it. Johnson's got 21 points in the game. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons?
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Now here's Cunningham. 30 points in the game. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. Here's Towns. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Towns against Johnson. Outside, Green. Stewart outside. And they call an illegal screen here. And now that we have a moment, let's take a look at the steals leaders.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may
Season 7 of my team is going on a world tour of competition.
International pride is on full display starting in domination.
Earning all 99 stars will net you 100 overall Andrew Bogut to control the paint.
Let's talk season rewards with Level 1's Invincible Angel Reese, featured athlete in Season 7.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the New York Knicks. 11-point game. Isaiah Stewart out there with Johnson. Then there's Javonte Green. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Holland in at the small forward. That's the group for Detroit.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
For the Pistons, Karis LeVert's checked in for Holland, and it's Jenkins in for Cunningham. The Knicks also changing it up. Robinson's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Andrew Shamet comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the palm. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble for players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
Out to the right wing. At the 2 from Towns. Johnson with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the... Goodness. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Outside, Towns. Buries the long-range jumper. Towns has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
A chance now to take a look at some numbers for him. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Detroit.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Isaiah Stewart.
Second personal foul.
And the Knicks making a change here as well. McBride's checked in. Here's Alvarado. He has yet to score. And Robinson is right there.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
And again, it's the Pistons missing. Knicks trail by 14. Shamet the pass to Alvarado. Over Johnson. Johnson with the block.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple double.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
Outside Robinson. Pass to McBride. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Pistons.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Green kicks to LeVert. Now here's Johnson, guarded by Robinson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And there's Johnson. That's good. On the assist by Green. And that's now 35 points for Johnson. Knicks trail by 18. And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
To the middle, here's Johnson. Robinson with the block.
Rim protection at its finest. Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
And that one's good. Shamet. Shamet's got 7 points.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Robinson with the block, and they're able to recover. Here's Jenkins, hands it from downtown. And the Pistons lead by 17.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens. Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Mitchell Robinson, first personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for your Pistons, Johnson, 2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. And both free throws good for Johnson. Knicks trail by 19. Alvarado with it. Still yet to score. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Johnson with the block. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Can't cash in from close range. And so is Detroit, taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Johnson, he's checked in for Detroit. Duncan Robinson comes in for Karis LeVert. Knicks trail by 13, setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Josh Hart. Sohan is out there with Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot.
At the line for the Knicks, Bridges. Mikal Bridges. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
This guy is such a high-effort player. Mikal Bridges does everything he can to make sure he's the hardest-working guy out there.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Inside, Johnson laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 39.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away. And
he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
And Towns no good on that one. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
And Holland gets it to go.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
That one doesn't go. Towns with the defensive effort. Sohan, the pass to Brunson. Over Cunningham. That one wide left. Pistons leading by 13. Johnson kicks to Thompson. Towns with the defensive effort. The Knicks have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Brunson finds Bridges. Now Towns. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Towns has got 11 points here in just the second half. And it's Johnson.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Out to Bridges. Pass to Towns. And it's good, 2 points. 19 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Johnson dishes to Thompson. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Towns. There's the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Towns has got 9 points in the quarter.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Thompson surveying the floor. Shoots over Towns, and the rejection by Towns. 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second
and you
personal
don't
foul.
ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Here's Johnson. Plays it up and banks it in. Johnson's got 44.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Here's Brunson. Wide open shot is on the money.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Well, if we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, notice it started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. A shot by Johnson, no good. Knicks trail by 11. Towns, the pass to Hart. Over Johnson. Hart, no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
On the wing, Thompson. Johnson finds Cunningham. Back to Johnson. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Bridges. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Johnson, the pass to Cunningham. Back to Johnson. Towns with the steal. And here we go. The fast break. Brunson's got it. Here's Bridges. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, they're playing the fire, putting Mikal Bridges on the free throw line. This guy's so comfortable at the charity stripe.
He hits one and misses one. He took the line.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Pistons. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for the matchup with the Suns, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And the first one drops.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
That one misses.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Second personal foul.
And that one falls for Bridges.
At the line for the...
Well, free throw is good from Bridges.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
Cunningham kicks to Thompson. To Cunningham. Johnson dishes to Cunningham. Pass to Holland. 6 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Robinson. Buries the jump shot. Robinson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score, who lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Hart left side. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Brunson. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Cunningham. Rebounded by Hart.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Johnson, the pass to Cunningham. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What strength there from Cunningham. Converting through contact really will help his confidence.
That's good from Cunningham. Knicks trail by 13. Bridges, right side. 1:24 left here in the fourth quarter. And the shot goes down. Bridges has got 14 points now in the second half.
Yeah, crafty move by Mikal Bridges off the pick. Just gets into some space and makes the shot.
Holland, the pass to Johnson. Holland's kicks to Thompson. High post, Johnson. 6 to shoot. Brunson against Cunningham. Cunningham's got 40 points.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Detroit.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
As we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Johnson.
Boy, this guy's energy and effort, he was in complete control. That triple-double speaks volumes.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Cunningham passes to Johnson. Cunningham with it. Now guarded by Tom. And he hits the bucket.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Bird, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, This is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you later.
Taco on the pop, Ben Simmons to taco 4. It is officially endgame in my team. That's a massive bucket right there.
Our next guest is dominating the competition in my team's King of the Court, Ty CFB, with over 20-plus wins in this tournament. Welcome back to 2K TV, Ty.
Glad to be back talking with you guys, man. It feels like it's been a while, but I'm glad to be back.
All right, I want to know how you are able to do these accomplishments, because it's so tough mentally to prepare for one of these weekends. So let's start off with the mental approach. What are you doing during the week to prep for that competition?
I kind of had to adjust what I do, right? From the content side of things, the time I put into it. I don't want to burn myself out. So really just focusing every weekend, putting the time there rather than during the weekdays.
What's the lineup looking like? What have you been running recently in terms of your starting 5 lineup?
Yeah, so King of the Court specifically, offense kind of is what I focus on, which is so weird compared to kind of how I've been in the past. So right now my starting point guard is Invincible Shea. Shooting guard, we're running Andre Kirilenko is 100 overall. 100 overall Yaxo at the small forward. Pro Pass, 100 overall Shaq at the power forward. And then Taco for Invincible at center is my current lineup. This year, it's super important to have good offense all the way around because, King of the Court specifically, that matters a ton. Shea is the best, in my opinion, offensive point guard in the game. There's other maybe all-around point guards that are better, but he's maybe the best all-around point guard. Same thing at like power forward with Shaq, right? You wouldn't think Shaq's the best offensive power forward in the game because it's Shaq, but he is because his release is so crazy. Same thing with Yaxo at this small forward position, right? He's maybe not as good as some of the other small forwards defensively, but again, offensively, I do like him a little bit more. So just kind of comfortability and just being good with all of these cards offensively, I think, is the main threat.
And what are you doing with these cards? What's the strategy of like learning a player card and also, maximizing its skill set?
I just think whatever game mode you enjoy playing, just use the cards. And again, same thing like icons, right? Knowing your icons. So I play a lot of 5v5 because I don't want to get my icons mixed up.
To that, what's the offensive approach that you're taking into these games?
There's so much more that matters than just winning the game, right? Like there's kind of this formula that calculates your game score. So in my mind, I think offense is more important because all of those statistical things matter, like field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, right? So if you can have an advantage offensively, I'd rather cater more so to the offensive side of the ball than the defensive side of the ball.
What's your offensive flow look like? Are you looking to run the ball? Or are you looking for the mid-range shot?
So normally I like to play somewhat fast offensively, but with that comes more turnovers. So this year, kind of got to slow the game down a little bit more, which again is why I run more of an offensive heavy lineup because I've got to be able to score in the half court. So just got to be a little more careful.
Not only have you won this once, twice, 3 times, but over 20 times at this point in the year. How are you able to continue finding that offense against better defensive cards that come out?
I think it's the main thing I say every week to myself is if I can beat the competitive people, right? Because once somebody gets 3 losses, they're out. If I can beat the competitive people without getting 3 losses, that puts you in the best position possible. So oftentimes, I'm playing, a ton of games on the weekend, but my main goal is, beating those top guys because, then you have open up so many opportunities for so many other games.
How important is upgrading badges to improving these cards?
Upgrading badges to me all year long has been probably the thing I've prioritized the most. So at the beginning of the year is for grinding for Hall of Fame badges. Obviously, you've evolved to legend badges now. But yeah, all of my players have 40 legend badges, and it's something that I prioritize more than anything else. There's plenty of legend badges to be earned in the game right now, so try to prioritize those.
If you could have one perfect My Team card for Ty, what would that player be?
I was looking back at years, and a card that like I could use right now is a really good small forward. So maybe like a GOAT Bull. I know we just got a Bull recently, but like a 7'3", 7'2" small forward that could just be a perfect 3-and-D type of card. I feel like that's the position I need the most, so that card would be perfect for me right now.
And what do you plan on doing with all the winnings from this tournament, Ty?
Whether it's content or competitive My Team, I don't know how long it's gonna last. So try to maximize, my time in this space and try to set my family up for the future.
Well, I'm sure with 20 plus wins, it's a nice accomplishment, Ty, and I'm sure the competition is ready to take that throne from you.
Yeah, I encourage everybody to.
They may be on the road, but the Bulls still know how to dress to impress. A look here as they come off the bus earlier today. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. A look at the Bulls starting lineup. Trey Jones out there with Sexton. Then it's Bruce Ellis. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Okoro in at the 3. And for Detroit, Johnson is out there with Thompson. Then it's Cunningham. Then there's Howland. And it's Robinson in at the 2. When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the 2, Tim?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early. Lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
The shot by Sexton, no good. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
Well, I just thought they had the tempo exactly where they wanted it. To me, that was the difference in the game.
Jones, the pass to Collins. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Bounce pass from Cunningham. Johnson finds Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Jackson.
So good at playing through contact. The body control that Cunningham possesses is impressive.
Jones looking for an opening. Here's Buzelis. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Boston. Shot by Collins, no good. Holland, the pass to Johnson. To the paint. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Now, Okoro. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Johnson, second personal foul.
And joining us now by phone is insider the Pistons leading, so on the floor for Chicago to start the second quarter. Josh Giddey is out there with Trey Jones. Then it's Okoro. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Collins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Cunningham. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42.
Yeah, Cunningham felt the contact, knew he was going to get a whistle, and now he's going to the line for one more.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Detroit, Cade Cunningham. One shot.
And that one misses.
And what you respect about Cade Cunningham is that he puts his team on his back. He does everything he can to deliver whatever they need.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He ended up with 44 points in the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple-double. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Great stuff, Allie. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propel them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Collins kicks to Robinson. Clock is at 3. That's a 2 from Cunningham. And Okoro pulls it down.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Collins looking around. Jones dishes to Collins. Let's go. Giddey, no good. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. They host the Clippers after this game. Johnson, the pass to Stewart. And the basket is good. And the Pistons lead by 3.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3
goals have come from the paint.
Jones finds Giddey. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
LeVert's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. From 13, Cunningham's shot is off. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Buzelis, no one around him. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And Buzelis continues to work on improving his three ball. When he's hitting from there, everything else becomes easier.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. Here's Giddey. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Johnson now top of the key. Cunningham inside. Defended by Jones. And Cunningham with the basket on the assist by Johnson.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Giddey. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Robinson. Johnson kicks to LeVert. And the three ball is good. LeVert. Got 5.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
To the inside. Buzelis' shot is good.
with his soft touch around the rim. Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Back to LeVert. Inside, Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Giddey. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Celtics in Boston. You know, Tim, regardless of where he's played, Caris LeVert has always found a role.
Well, there's a lot to like, Kevin. He can defend as well as create offensively, and that means he's going to be in your rotation.
It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Jones. Johnson dishes to Robinson. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Over Giddey. The shot by Johnson, no good. Bulls have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Giddey against Johnson. Johnson with the defensive effort.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Here's LeVert. And Johnson with the stuff.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And it's Robinson with the jam.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Holland gets it to go. And it's a 7-point Piston lead.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Outside, Jones. To the left wing. And here is Okoro. He has 6. And here's Collins from outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Robinson. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Colin Sexton comes in for Josh Giddey. From deep 3-point territory. Got a piece of it. Now, here's Okoro. He's tightly guarded. And right there is the list of rookie assist leaders for the last 10 games. It's been all about team play for this group lately. And you look at Johnson, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Impressive dime count there. And you like to see that from a rookie. No better way to make a first impression than by spreading the wealth.
So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career.
Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball. But the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff.
As a broadcaster, what numbers do you look at right off the top? What things are telltales for you?
One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus-minus, give me that group of 5 plus-minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together.
Oh, I love that. Harris is checked in for the Pistons. Jenkins comes in for Cunningham. Okoro with it, picked up by Thompson. Okoro's shot is off.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Good on the shot.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Now, here's Okoro. He's got 8. Smith, no good. LeVert the pass to Johnson. Pistons passing it around. Thompson finds Johnson. Back to Thompson. And here is Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Thompson. Tries again. And it's blocked.
Making good use of his length, Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
Jones dishes to Sexton. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them. Detroit leading by 5. LeVert the pass to Johnson. Down low. And then Johnson with the dunk.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Pass to Smith. Shoots over Johnson. Johnson with the block. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. Milk is checked in for a Coro.
Miller.
Pass to Sexton. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 4 assists now tonight. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. It's a 5. Deliver the hammer! What a finish!
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Jones kicks to Miller. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. The Bulls making a switch here. Yabusele's checked in.
Yabusele.
Jones the pass to Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls it from the elbow. Detroit with the rebound. Jenkins got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
They get it again. Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Now, here's Sexton. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Celtics in Boston. Back to Jones. Johnson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Javonte Green. He's checked in for Detroit.
Javonte Green.
Five on the clock. Here's Sexton. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Pistons leading by 7. Johnson dishes to Thompson. Back to Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Jones the pass to Sexton. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Thompson. Right side Jones. And Yabusele wide open and he shoots. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 5 assists in the game. Johnson with it. Jones covering. Green dishes to Johnson. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Now here's Jones. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Outside, Jones. Johnson with the block. And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
We've got Kate Cunningham. Holland is out there with Thompson. Then it's Robinson, and it's Johnson in at the center position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Now here's Jones. Here's Sexton. Kicks it out to Collins. Traps in the tray. Collins has got 7 points.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Cunningham finds Johnson. Cunningham with it. He's picked up by Collins. Kept alive. And he can't jam it through. Bulls trail by 10 to the middle. Now, here's Okoro. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Collins. And that one drops. Collins has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bulls. Cunningham passes to Johnson. Cunningham's shot is off.
This is definitely not how they envision starting the second half.
Now, Collins. Buzelis with the ball. He has 5. Jones. Johnson with the block. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Outside Collins. Pass to Sexton. Over Robinson. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Sexton.
That make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Cunningham finds Thompson. Looking to end his cold spell. And Cunningham with the layup. He's got 10.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Outside Collins. Pass to Okoro. 18 feet out. Johnson with the block. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Chicago with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. Here's Okoro. Misses off the left iron. Johnson attacking. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Back to Johnson. Thompson against Collins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Detroit with the ball. Following Colin Sexton's 3.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Giddey. Offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take him right at the
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
And the Pistons making a change here. Duran's checked in. Jalen Duran is certainly a force, Tim, in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
Now here's Johnson. Isaac Okoro missing his last shot. Now here's Giddey. He's got 6. Shoots from 12. Here's Collins. Pass to Okoro. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Warriors. They've climbed all the way up to the 2nd spot.
And I think for Detroit, they wanted the top spot badly, and they did just that. A real testament to both their chemistry and work ethic.
Karis LeVert's checked in for the Pistons. Giddey the pass to Sexton. Johnson with the block. LeVert finds Johnson. Cunningham with it. He's picked up by Collins. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. And he's just had 1 attempt at the line early.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Pass to Sexton. Looking to end the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests. But Collins a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
Free throw good, Sexton. You know, Tim, some people love the star power of dynasties, but do you think the league's push for parity is helping the game overall?
Overall, I do believe competitive balance is good for the league. I think there are more fan bases that stay more engaged longer into the year, and that's just good for everybody.
I totally agree.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Cunningham passes to Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Collins, good.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Johnson, the pass to Duran. Basket is good, the assist from Johnson. Duran's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 6.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Playing above the rim, that's an aggressive move by Cunningham.
And so here is Chicago. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Outside Collins. From outside, off the mark.
You know, all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Sexton against Johnson. Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple-double.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
The rotations right now are just not good enough. That's going to be a problem defensively all night.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Rashani Abusele comes in for Collins. And Miller subbed in for Okoro. And he jams it with authority.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Here's Sexton after the basket by Detroit. Pass to Abusele. Miller surveying the floor. Smith outside, and they get it. Detroit with the rebound. Johnson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Duran. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Sexton. Now here is Smith. On the wing, Giddey. Here's Sexton. Good work defensively by Johnson.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Pistons passing it around. Out to the right wing. Collins kicks to LeVert. Johnson, the pass to LeVert. Clock at 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Duran, with the clock winding down. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 3rd assist on the night. Cunningham dishes it to Johnson. To the paint. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Giddey surveying the D. Pass to Abusele. And finished off by Abusele.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket. We have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. A great skill development program showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Now here's Giddey. 6 points for him. Abusele finds Giddey. Looking to get back on track here. And he sinks the layup. And it's 8 points here for Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Miller grabs the miss. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Giddey. Miller outside. Fires high post. Again, Chicago.
And you gotta like watching Buzelis break down the defense, just taking what they give him.
Johnson down low, working on Abusele. Johnson's shot is off. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. There's 31 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Rejected by Harris.
And using his long arms there to his advantage. Opponents got to be mindful of Harris's defensive capabilities.
Jenkins can't get it to go. Cunningham against Jones. Here's Giddey. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Detroit Pistons riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
And right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So for Chicago right now, Miller is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Collins. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Okoro in at the 2-guard.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Outside, Jones. Outside, Collins. Off target from three-point range. The Pistons shooting really well. 54% from the floor. Johnson up top. Thompson in the posts. Covered by Okoro. Here's Robinson. Here's Johnson. Collins with some nice D.
Yeah, if you get that close to the rim, you have to capitalize. Tough to see him come up short there.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there for sure. Richards with it. He's guarded by Johnson. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Dillingham. Goes up again. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. For the finish. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Jenkins, the pass to Johnson. To the wing on the left. Here's Durant. And it's blocked. Williams looking around. Over to the left wing. Here's Asenge, guarded by Harris. Back to Richards. Again with the block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. For the Pistons, Holland, he's checked in for Harris. Harris LeVert comes in for Green, and it's Cunningham in for Jenkins. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
There's the triple. Holland, no good. The Bulls have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Holland. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. We're going into a promising draft like this past summer. Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions. Only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 6 assists in the game. Cunningham passes to Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Buzelis.
Yeah, listen, Cade is too much for one defender. He didn't have a choice there but to foul him.
Bulls trail by 21. Down low. Here's Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Johnson kicks to LeVert. Johnson down low, and it's blocked. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Sexton. That one a little long.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit. On Saturday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Detroit making a switch. Thompson's checked in.
Your Pistons, Thompson.
$100,000 VC is waiting for your vote to find a new home. Welcome to Top Plays. I'm Scott Moak, PA announcer for the Sacramento Kings, and your vote will help us determine the top play of Season 6. Let's see your 4 winners. Bring them in.
They've got Holland, LeVert out there with Cunningham. Then it's Johnson, and it's Thompson in at the 4. That's the group for Detroit right now. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
Now, here's Cunningham, and here we go with Thompson running it up the course. And rebounds again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Pass to Okoro. Stolen. Now here's Johnson. Tight defense on him. Here's Cunningham. And he converts the layup. Cunningham's got 27 points.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. He can take over a game.
Sexton finds Smith. Will stand one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things. And a lot of times, those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
And the Bulls call timeout here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Money.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Now, here's Johnson. Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple-double.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Pass to Buzelis. And a miss there on the triple.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Thompson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And now we're being joined by a 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, there was a bit of uncertainty over the summer about whether the Bulls would stick with Billy Donovan or not. He also received some interest from the Knicks, but that was cleared up when the organization chose to extend him on a multi-year deal. It cements his role with the team as they continue to build. Guys, the Bulls have committed to Billy Donovan for the long haul.
He knows his stuff. Hey, Shams, thank you very much. Now, here's Cunningham. Here's Johnson. The rebound by Yabusele. Yabusele's got his 4th rebound in this one. Sexton's shot is good.
And Sexton is a microwave scorer. And once he finds his rhythm, he's difficult to slow down.
It's Cunningham with the drive. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. Harris is checked in for Asar Thompson. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
3 points.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
And the foul called on Cunningham. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Jenkins, he's checked in for Detroit. Now here's Jones. Pass to Yabusele. Johnson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Left side, Jones. It's Miller on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Over Harris. Shots good by Miller. Detroit leading by 23. To the wing right side. Johnson kicks to Jenkins. And again, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Jones, the pass to Yabusele. Count that one.
Well, this is where Jones is at his best, distributing the basketball.
Johnson surveying the floor. To the inside. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Sexton. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job of it.
Here's Sexton. There's another block.
Another swat, and he has been a force on defense all game long.
Greg, he is now tied for second all-time for most blocks in a game.
And to think that we'd have 15 blocks when this game started, tied with Shaq for second most all-time, and it has been a performance worthy of being alongside the Big DC.
Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Getting those guys that just do the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
To the middle, here's Collins, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. Hands to Harris. Johnson dishes to Jenkins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jenkins got 4 points this quarter.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pistons.
You don't see this kind of a blowout offense tonight. This is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Johnson.
Well, his triple-double stat line is evidence of his impact on this game. He was affecting play at all times.
They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Here's Yabusele, and that comes off the assist by Jones. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jenkins the pass to Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And so long, everyone.